I went to the bathroom beforehand, so I should not pee myself if I get jump scared this episode. I shouldn't say if, I should say when. This is the third episode of trying to beat Night 2, because I am just that bad at this game. And I have no play tokens. Well, let's get right into the game, I guess. What are the controls, Z and X? It's been like a week since I played this. What? Move! Butthole.
You should have known I'd find you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's so stressful. Oh my lord. Bro, my heart was beating so hard that whole time. Oh. Man. What the heck? A neon purple car just drove by my house. That was weird. My hands are tingling. I don't know why. I don't think that's normal. Also, this music sounds really bass boosted. Whew, I need to collect myself. Man. Alright, I'm gonna try to do even more tasks. Maybe that'll help. Sheesh. Bro, what the heck? Oh, he didn't even make any noise. This game's impossible. Don't know. I'm trying to think of a strategy. I don't know what strategy to do. Maybe I could, like, I don't know. Maybe I could do 2 tasks at a time. And then place audio just wherever I feel like it. And not do the motion detector. But the motion detect helps. I don't know. Don't know. What? I think they might be gone. Maybe. Bro. I think I'm gonna get jump scared. Oh! I think this game's impossible. Don't know how people beat it. I've seen people beat this night one try. I'm just gonna keep jumping in over and over and over until I beat it. What? I'm getting freaking notifications. What? I gotta Google a strategy. This makes absolutely no sense. How to beat FNAF Pizzeria Sim. Oh. Jesus Christ, there's a bunch of cookies and stuff on this. Okay. Keep the fan off. Avoid sponsorships. Buy upgrades. Upgrading your computer and printer will allow them to complete activities faster. Okay. Bait them with sound. Selecting. Okay, that's annoying. Okay. Start by selecting the motion detector tab. Okay, what's on the display and activating the motion scanner to see where the animatronic might be in the vents. Once the animatronic has been detected in one of the rooms, switch over to the audio. I got hiccups now. Tab and select the adjacent room farthest from the office. Distract the music. If there's more than one detected, play the audio on the side where the most of them have accumulated. Just keep watching the opposite air vent to avoid. Back. Distracted enough with your audio. Bro, I don't know. This game's super difficult for some reason. How do you upgrade? Equipment. I can't upgrade. I think I'm gonna get jump scared here. Woo.
Where are you?
What the frick? No. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. He didn't. Bro. What the frick? Jesus Christ.
You should have known I'd find you.
Man. Through my mouse. Across my desk. This game has to be impossible. I'm gonna try something. You know what? Jump scare me. right now. This game is so rigged. Like, what the heck is this? Just straight off the bat. What? What is this game? This game is terrible. Bro. This game, it's impossible. It has to be. What? There's like no strategy to... I'm gonna try YouTube. Look on YouTube. FNAF Pizzeria Sim Strat Night 2. Let's not do Night 2. %93 success. 93%, that's a very specific number, says the top comment.
Gameplay a little bit too hard for you. This is definitely the video for you. I've been getting a lot of the aggro and it's hard to deal with them. I'm talking about on Saturday, by the way. All the other nights are pretty easy. So if you follow these techniques on any night, they should be fine. And just before we begin, remember to subscribe and tap that bell.
Bro,
what I usually do is I stack my actions. So I start an audio queue in the middle room here first and foremost. Then I go to my tasks and start a task. And when that task is done, I set the audio queue to go to the next room over. And then I go back to the middle and then the next room over, back to the middle, next room over. And like that, like a cycle in between each of the tasks. And that way I know I can keep the animatronics away from my room as best as I can. While I'm doing this, I follow a certain order of tasks. Now you can do this in one of two ways. One way is to do your advertising first, then order your supplies, then do maintenance. But what I like to do is order my supplies, then do maintenance, then do advertising. Or do my maintenance, order my supplies, and then do advertising. The reason I do it in this order is because it goes from the least noisiest option to the most noisiest option. And if you do not have full upgrades on your computer, then order supplies and advertising are going to take a really long time and they're going to make a ton of noise. That's not going to be a very big deal though because you don't deal with as many animatronics. The reason for that is if you have risk rating in your restaurant, you have a chance of another animatronic being in your game. That being said, with full upgrades, you don't get any noise from order supplies at all and you don't get any noise from maintenance.
Wait, risk means another animatronic, and this thing has risk. So, how do I remove this? I have no risk now. Okay.
And also, they're sped up. I imagine advertising is also sped up a bit, but it still makes quite a lot of noise. So just remember, order supplies, maintenance, then advertising. Or if you're just starting out, maintenance, order supplies, and then advertising. Or if you want to do from loudest to quietest, advertising, order supplies, and maintenance. But that's personally not what I like to do. Because if you haven't lured the animatronics away from you yet, then they're gonna come flock into your room with the computer on, the vents on, and the advertising going on. That printer makes a lot of noise, and so do your vents. So pick your order, go through it, remember to cycle your audio around, and just keep in mind when I say do maintenance first or order supplies first, I mean everything in the maintenance list first, everything in the order supplies first. And when you cycle your audio around, you're cycling it in between each of those sub points. So when you order your cups, cycle the audio, and then after when you order your plates, cycle the audio. Something that I don't see many people talking about is the vent option. If you go to vent and you click on the option in that sub menu, then it makes the ventilation quieter, apparently. I don't like this one because I don't think it works that well, but you can try it if you like. This method that I'm showing you here in this video is what I do, and I get a very high success rate. I recommend not using using that vent option. Now the tricky parts. Probably the hardest part of all of this is cycling between doing all of your orders, sounding all of the sound cues, and checking up on the vents. When you hear something entering your vents or leaving your vents, go to it. Also, if you want the easiest way through this game possible, do not do any sponsorships. They are going to mess you up 100%, especially on Saturday. This method still works with sponsorships, but it's just a little bit harder because it shuts off your computer every now and then, and it makes a lot of noise. You do not want this to pop off when something's in your vents. Now, as for checking your vents, what I like to do is instantly go to the vent that I can hear noise coming from, and then I turn off my ventilation by pressing X. Usually when this happens, I've still got an order going off. So when that order finishes, which you can tell by a little clicking sound that plays, you can turn the power off as well. That makes all the sound that you make go down dramatically, and all the animatronics will ignore you. So here's an example of that clicking sound I'm talking about. There. Notice when how that rough dial-up fuzzy noise stops, you could hear a little clicking sound? That sound will play at the end of a task whether it makes a noise or not. So even if it's the printer, which makes heaps of noise, or whether it's the maintenance, which makes no noise at all, you will hear that clicking sound. I'll just play it for you again so that you can hear it properly. There. That was at the end of printing. You could hear a little clicking sound, and at that point you can turn off your computer, which will reduce a lot of noise, and combined with turning off the ventilation, it'll pretty much make them completely ignore you. But just remember to flash the light in each of the vents because you never know how aggravated they will get. What I like to do is count to 5 after the power button reappears before turning my computer on again, and then turning on the sound cue in one of those 3 rooms and starting the cycle going again. When I've started the sound cue, I can do my tasks and continue the cycle from the start all over again. When the animatronics have left me alone and I've started the sound cue, you can double check whether something's in your vent or near you by checking the motion detector, but after that quickly trigger a sound cue so that they can leave you alone. What I like to do is wait 2 or 3 seconds after the sound cue plays so that any animatronics to my immediate left or right can move away from my area and towards the sound cue before I start doing orders again. That'll give me time when they start hearing things happening again. And that will give me some time to do my tasks before they come back and maybe hopefully lower the temperature in the room and hopefully get the ventilation going for a long enough time. Now, something that's really important, other than being able to quickly detect something in your vents and flashing them away, is your sound management. I've just taught you sound management when something's coming through your vents. However, when you're doing certain tasks, you want to manage your sound in certain ways. Obviously, for each of the tasks, you need your computer on no matter what. But because everything has its own amount of noise, I like to switch off the ventilation depending on what I'm doing. So in the early stages, if I'm doing advertising and order supplies and I've got no upgrades, I like to turn my ventilation off for those 2. Then I turn them back on to recover as I lure the animatronics away with my audio cues. For maintenance, I always have ventilation on because it's a very silent task. And when I have everything upgraded, I turn my ventilation off when I'm doing advertising. And this has allowed me to maximize my survival rate because I'll have the most oxygen possible for each of the tasks. I'll also be making the least noise possible for each of the tasks, or at least the minimum amount of noise possible in order to preserve my ventilation. And I just realized I might have said oxygen a few times. Whenever I said oxygen, I just meant managing my ventilation. Basically keeping that number in the bottom right low, which is the temperature of the room. One really cool thing that you can do to keep the animatronics away from you, and this is a really specific case, but just in case it happens to you, it's really useful. If you use the motion detector and notice that 3 animatronics occupy 3 parts of a square, notice in the very top left and the very top right, the rooms form a square shape. If the animatronics take up the 3 rooms that don't include the very top left room and the very top right room, then sound an audio cue in one of those very top left or very top right rooms. If that happens, it'll attract them all to that one room, which would be awesome because they'll be max distance away from you and you'll be allowed to do other stuff. Of course, there may be one animatronic close to you still, but at least you'll only be dealing with 1. And don't be frantic about it, just be patient. Remember your timing. After you've turned off your power and the power button comes back on, wait about 5 seconds. Check your vents about 3 to 4 seconds at a time, and definitely use audio more than your motion detection. Keep quiet and you'll get the ending of the game, which explains a lot about FNAF's lore, which a lot of people are actually confused about. Check out this video to find out why. Or tap these.
Alright. If this does not work, I am logging off. Wait. Shoot. What? Wait. Oh God. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. I did it. It worked. I'm still getting off though. 42 minutes.
Before you is an animatronic found in the back alley. We are unsure of its origins. It is your job to complete the maintenance checklist before claiming it as salvage.
What?
Or, if you choose to, you can throw it back into the alley where you found it and forfeit payment. Please make your choice now.
I want to Google who this is. Hold on. No one is here. FNAF Pizzeria Sim. Who is it? I don't know. Golden Freddy appears to be able to manipulate text, even if you never see him write. What? Golden Freddy? Can you not? I'll open it in the app then. Jesus. Just let me read this. It's on Reddit. Okay, it wants me to download Reddit now. Okay, this is when you have the said animatronic and view the respective night. I think it's just pointless. Wait, what? It's Foxy's. Wait, what? Okay, that's a naked person. What the heck? I want to see the comments. I don't want to make a comment, I just want to see them. I don't know who it is. They're back into alley.
Don't forget Saturday. You want them all to be in one place.
That's great. Making bank. And I didn't get a lawsuit. What? Okay. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Do any of these have risk? No, it doesn't. I have play tokens again. I'll leave that to next episode though. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator episode.